So it's another day, a very beautiful evening today. We are here to you to present another very interesting topic for today's webinar. And today's webinar is actually titled The Dentalpreneur. You would have heard about the word entrepreneur, and here we are from Triumph Academy here to present today's webinar, Dentalpreneur. Happy to meet all of you here. It's such a vibrant evening, and the next few minutes is for very intense enjoyment and learning as well. Okay, it's very short introduction of my profile here, and most of you would be aware of this. So the most important thing I would like to highlight here is, in addition to your routine, what you do in dentistry or what you're expected to do in dentistry by the society, your near and dear ones, there is so much more which a dentistry has to offer and which you can actually master and be an example. And that is why I really like to show that there are so many things which are very, very interesting in dentistry where you can keep on innovating. Every single instrument, every single material in your desktop, in your chair side has possibilities of beautiful innovations. Having said that, we are now moving on to today's very important webinar. So this webinar is actually titled Dentalpreneur. The moment you have seen this, you would know that it is actually taken from the word entrepreneur. So having mentioned that word entrepreneur, you would have all seen in social media, we keep on shouting out in pride that we are doctors, not only doctors, we are engineers, we are artists, put together we are dentists. But here I like to add upon one important thing, that we are businessmen and women, because until we know the nuances of business, you cannot run a successful dental practice. So being a very successful entrepreneur, learning the entrepreneurial skills is very, very important. And before going into the details of entrepreneurship, which we will be covering in the coming weeks, the most important thing which I would like to highlight here in today's webinar is that how to increase your dental practice or how to make it more productive by actually unleashing your superpower. So it means more of a mind optimization, which I would say, which is all is about this webinar. So having attending this webinar today, you will know 5 ways to make your dental practice more productive. And these 5 ways are more in terms of tuning or unleashing your superpower. And it also would give you tips to serve as a successful entrepreneur in terms of unleashing your superpower. So having said all that, we would now go into the details of webinar. The moment you keep on hearing about unleashing your superpower and things like that, the most important basic things which we know as a skilled professional or a healthcare professional is that we are obliged to give the society certain competency domains, and that competency domains you will have to be thorough about, and you will have to be really extraordinary in giving that domain for which you have been educated. So this particular competency domain, which is in focus now, is mainly to tell you that even any graduate from any particular category, any particular area, is all about the same thing. This is just to tell you that the moment you graduate, the moment you get educated in a particular category, you are expected to be skilled in most of the competencies. So it is not that the healthcare domain is more under stress. It is not that the healthcare domain is more burdened or nothing like that. Please do understand, life keeps giving everyone its equal share. There is definitely no inequality. Only thing, the mind actually keeps playing and tells that one is great and one is not great. So please do understand, there is nothing that life gives you or nothing that life says that it is unequal. So please do understand that simple life concept. And this is particular thing which you all of you have to remember the moment you graduate from college. be it any domain, be it arts and science or any domain, you name it, you are expected to maintain a level of competency. So having said that, we know that we are in the healthcare domain. Being in the healthcare domain, your responsibility increases. It doesn't mean that you are overburdened with responsibilities or you are stressed out with responsibilities. It's all up to you how you take it. This is just to reinforce that being in healthcare, the services which you offer to the patient, your customer, that is your patient, definitely becomes more important and more weightage has to be given because it's healthcare industry. So having said that, we move on to another important area. So as dentists, we definitely have to give importance to patient-centric care. So before talking about dental practice, the most important point which has to be kept in mind always is patient-centric care, because that is where we have taken the Hippocratic oath about. So the first and foremost is always about the patient-centric care, and you will have to promote health and remain ethically highly professional, and then you should be able to communicate and collaborate with all your peers and your patients and your workforce as well, and at the same time manage your practice effectively. So this three domain competency domain in relation to other categories and health categories is to just tell you that whichever profession you are, leave alone dentistry, whichever profession you are requested to maintain proper competency domain. Having heard that, now we move on to the topic for today. So the 5 ways to make your dental practice more productive. So please remember the Hippocratic oath, which every dentist takes or every healthcare professional takes. Having known that, and please do remember that we are always pointing out at patient-centric care. Having remembered that, and we know that we will have to provide the service, to provide the service you are supposed to remain as an entrepreneur. But remaining as an entrepreneur in the healthcare industry comes with a lot of package, and that is why it appears very challenging. So we know that to remain in service field, at the same time to maintain empathy towards your patients, at the same time maintain your business, it all doesn't match, and there is a lot of illogical statement. It would look like that, but please do understand, as long as your mind is full of empathy, and when you are uh, very clear and focused about what you're going to offer to your patients, automatically the stress which and the responsibility which comes would be taken with happiness and not with stress. So with all that in mind, so we are going to look at how are we going to make our dental practice more productive. So the first thing is more important is mastering your mind. So point number one, or first point which is more important, is mind mastery or mastering your mind. That's most important. Once you gain mastery over that master controller over here, everything becomes easy, everything comes to you in no time. And having controlled your mind and having optimized it to your requirements, develop a vision and know what you really want, and further believe in yourself. That's the most important statement. Identify what is your superpower and deliver more than what is expected. So these are the 5 areas which I would be talking about in today's webinar. So please focus and enjoy the ride with me for the next 40 minutes. Okay, so mind mastery is very important, because you know that everything lies in this particular region, and if you can control it, you are the master of the universe itself. So having mentioned that, this beautiful statement I feel has to be repeated day in and day out. In case if you're down for some other reason, whether it might be small or large or whatever it is, please repeat the statement. You are a crowning achievement of evolution, or you are an evolutionary masterpiece. Do not allow anything else to come inside your mind. The moment you have some kind of downside activity in your life, you are an evolutionary masterpiece. So why is this to be told? Because this is the most important statement as long as human beings are concerned. As I often repeat in my presentations, there's a beautiful saying in Tamil. We say, Aridu aridu, maanidarai pirappadu aridu. For people who don't understand Tamil in this forum, that is a very beautiful statement said before Christ. It was said by a very famous women poetess of Tamil Nadu. She is Avvayar. The meaning of that beautiful line is, it is rare to be born as a human being. So being rare to have been blessed in such a beautiful body, please remember that you are the evolutionary masterpiece. First thing is, please keep on saying that every time, every single moment. And this is one scientific evidence to tell you that you have a size of the brain, which actually is the most evolved structure among all the living beings on earth. And here the statement is to mention that you have 16.3 billion neurons. What are you doing with it? That's the most important thing which you should know. So the next thing is about mind mastery is a deep spiritual context, but don't take it very heavy on yourself. Just remember that you are a speck of this beautiful universe which you have been blessed in, and that particular speck also is a representative of the entire universe itself. You can take it very light, on a very lighter note, or on a very deep spiritual note, whichever way as you like it. You can actually relish what it means. So please understand, there are two statements which I have told you now. First statement is, you are an evolutionary masterpiece, and the next thing is, you are a representation of the whole universe itself. It is not a simple statement, it has such deep insights in it. And the moment you understand it, the moment you keep repeating it, repeat it day in and day out, you will understand what you are capable of, what you can bring out from yourself. So that is very, very important. And for some reason, you are destined to be a human being. So that's the most important thing. And the most important thing which you have to keep on reminding yourself about. So the moment you know that you are a masterpiece and that the universe is part of you, please understand that you need to use that beautiful structure more effectively. So always have a growth mindset and do not have a stagnant mindset. So growth mindset in the sense, every second your mind should be so excited that you keep looking for new things and keep evolving every second and every minute. Please understand, you are being born only for that reason, and you will have to put that 16.3 billion neurons into use. So for that to happen, you will have to take your mind to a growth mindset. So how does that happen? Keep thinking, be very inquisitive, be happy, stay excited. And as you keep doing that, a growth mindset will keep on innovating, thinking about different things, newer things, and that gives you a lot of progress. So how would you master, and how would you keep your mind and control? Always be in a growth mindset and never allow it to stagnate. So having said that, three important statements, which is an overview of mind mastery, the next important is individual points as how to optimize your master controller, that is your brain. So how to optimize, that sounds very tricky, is it not? Optimization is something like, I'm giving you a test tube and I'm giving you few solutions to give me a particular formulaic preparation. I'm giving you a formula and then you are preparing a solution for me. Is that so easy? Yes, it is easy. Optimization is possible with that beautiful structure. You would have been born with a particular structure, particular wiring, but please understand, you can keep rewiring that beautiful structure. So that is why the better you rewire, the better you optimize that amazing, unique structure of yours. And please do understand, no two brains are the same. So optimized thinking requires that one line statement, which I really love to even keep on reminding me about. And that states, a healthy brain. How do you keep a healthy brain? Sleep. That sounds so nice, is it not? All of us love to sleep. Eat. Yes, we all love to. Stay hydrated and keep exercise. The last two statements seem a little difficult, but please do understand, even if you don't feel like exercising, just try walking some more, or just try avoiding lifts or climbing the stairs, something like that, or just try walking to your neighboring stores or something like that, even if it's not going to be typical jogging or typical exercise kind of stuff. These four statements are very important. Have adequate sleep, eat well, hydrate, stay hydrated, take adequate amounts of water, and exercise. All these four structure, four areas, if done properly, secretes a molecule which is called dopamine, and that dopamine is something which actually regulates your everything about and what your mind can control. You would have heard dopamine is a medicine, but please understand it keeps secreting naturally in your body the more you exercise. And in case if you're very happy about something, it means that there's a lot of dopamine secreted and secreting inside your body, but you can actually control that dopamine secretion. It's all up to you how you allow that dopamine secretion in peaks always. So that's a very interesting molecule which is very important. And sleeping, eating, staying hydrated, and staying exercise doesn't come from outside. It is all about you and you only. So if you can do these four properly, please understand you can optimize that unique 16.3 billion neurons. And the next thing is again to reinforce the same: a well fed with proper healthy food, rested, properly slept brain, and oxygenated brain. That's so interesting, is it not? So how does that happen? So exercise is a very important statement. As you exercise, body just pumps in or sucks in oxygen. And every day morning I keep telling my students who attend my early morning classes to just at least peep out of the window and then take a very deep breath and then suck in oxygen to make you alive. Just open and then get in. Otherwise, just going for a walk early in the morning, and that would rejuvenate your brain with lots of oxygen. And once you keep your brain in that situation, your mental resilience would be supercharged, super powered, and you would be doing peak performance in whatever situations. How much ever stress, how much ever uncertainty is there. You know how much of uncertainty our profession suffered last year, how much of stress, how much of confusions, how much of misled facts, and how much of fear spread among colleagues. It was a very, very challenging situation which we faced last year. But please do understand, all you need to do is first keep yourself supercharged by optimizing your master controller. And once you do that, every right message will come to you and you will be properly informed. Come what may, the right message would just come inside your brain and you need not have to worry about anything. The third important point about optimization is, I told you that the entire brain can be tuned according to your needs. And how does that happen? All of you would have listened about neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity, if you have a touch on meditation or something like that, you would know how brain also keeps pumping. All of us know that heart keeps pumping very easily. Just keep rest your hands on the heart, you would know that heart keeps pumping. The same like that, brain is some kind of jelly like substance that also moves with every thought of yours. Every thought, every action, it keeps moving. So how much you are troubling it depends on how much your productivity will be. So neurogenesis is possible by for optimization. Synaptogenesis sounds very big, but that's what is rewiring is all about, or new connections. And new connections here is about neuron bringing, closing the neurons together, bringing in neurons together. So neurogenesis is bringing in new neurons, and synaptogenesis is bringing in new connections. How is that done? Do we need some shots? Do we need some growth hormones? Do we need to be pumped in with intravenous some magic substance, miracle substance? Nothing. Just practice meditation, keep doing reflective self inquiry, stay mindful, ask meaningful questions, and visualize yourself in a very positive situation. Just those statements is enough to make your brain optimized according to what you need. Please do understand, these are not big prescriptions, big pharmacological prescriptions, no chemicals, nothing. They are just way of life. And that is how, if you can do this, you would optimize your master controller. If you use your master controller in its best possible ways, then it would respond to you in a very, very beautiful way, in a blessed way. If you can use it, it would stay great slave to you. But if you don't use it, it is not going to be of much use to you. It would only be a troublemaker. So either use the 16.3 billions according to whatever you want and in a very highly positive note. Otherwise, it would just go unused, and such a beautiful supercomputer there out inside you. Please take care of it in best possible way. As you take care of it in its best possible way, it would come to you and give back whatever is required. And now we move on to the next important point of today, the second way of making your practice highly productive. Have a vision. And the moment we see this man, we always have a very happy feel. We know what empire he has established. Till date, there's no one to even replace him, though he is not there with us. The legacy which he has left behind is phenomenal, and there's no replacement with what this man had done. So this is Steve Jobs, and you can see what he has said. If you're working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed, and your vision pulls you. You don't need any motivation at all. So whatever you do, and if you can identify that and you celebrate it, do it happily, you don't need any motivation. It would automatically pull you inside and make you really great. So create a vision for yourself as what you would want to be. So the first thing of having a vision is visual representation of your goals. This only you can do it for yourself. Visualize as how you would want yourself to be. It might be any form. It might be a great dentist, a dentist who is minting money, or a dentist who is most sought after in the neighborhood, or a dentist who is most sought after in your town, or the dentist who is most sought after in the city, or you want to be a dental teacher or a dental coach or a dental author or a dental innovator. Name anything, visualize. It has to come in front of you as how you want to see yourself in your profession. In that way, you would be able to visualize your goals. And as you visualize your goals, it has to be a pictorial projection of what you want to be. So that can be an imaginary illusion, no harm at all. Illusions are very, very helpful. Illusions actually can even help psychological well-being of an individual, so that we can actually see it in another talk later. So illusions on a positive note are very, very helpful, and visual representation of your goals is the first thing which you should do it for yourself. And as you visualize yourself as a leading dentist in your neighborhood, that is the most simplest thing which you can achieve at your grassroots level. How will you manifest your vision? Now that you have visualized that in your neighborhood, you want to be a most popular dentist, most successful dentist. Now we would see one by one as how to manifest your vision and how to project it. So early morning, best time, or whenever you feel like, just keep your eyes closed and then breathe in very deeply and focused on what will make you happy. So here we have taken a objective as you are going to be the most popular dentist in your neighborhood, and that has to be visualized. Imagine that everybody are respecting you. Imagine that you have your waiting area full of patients and your bank balance is just racing like that. Okay, so those are too many things which I said. Just remember to say one or 2 points about your vision. For example, a popular dentist is more than sufficient, because everything else would follow. Money, respect would all come inside the moment you give a proper wording. So focus on what makes you happy. So here we think that being a very successful dentist is going to make you happy. So having said that, please project accordingly and do not allow any negative things to come in between that thought process. There should be no disturbance between that projection and yourself at any point. That has to be very strongly projected. So please do remember, no negative statements, and please trust your instinct and sense which has brought out that vision, and that scenario which you are projecting should make you so happy that you would slowly start manifesting it. And whatever statement you're fixing, for example, a popular dentist, or if you feel successful dentist would be more apt, just think that you will become a successful dentist. Just repeat those two words alone. Successful dentist is more than enough, and that has to be repeated. And without any self doubt, keep repeating it, and that would really help manifest your vision. So, whatever you want, whichever you are visualizing, for example, a successful dentist, and you want to develop a posh office or anything, whichever, so that has to be visualized. This is example of one such visualization. Say for example, you feel sorry, you feel that your office should look very classy, very sassy. So please imagine and fix that in your brain about having a very beautiful dental office setup. That's it. Fix that and keep thinking about that only. So this particular visualization is very, very important. That is why you have all corporate companies having a vision and mission statement in their websites, in all their portfolios, because that is what would talk about who they are. You take any company, even if it's going to be a startup company or a very big Fortune 500 company, whichever it is, will definitely have a vision and mission statement. So we know that you are part of the universe and you are the universe itself. So with such a big holding on yourself, you will definitely have a vision statement, and that vision statement is just going to be a very simple projection image which is going to be between you and you only. So there's nobody who is going to criticize on it. Absolutely, it is only you who is going to believe on it. So as we keep talking about manifesting your visualization, it would be unfair if I leave without citing Paulo Coelho. And it was because of his writings in the novel Alchemist that we started using this, and many a times this has come true in many lives, and I've also witnessed this. So when you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it, and nothing explains better than this particular statement. This is a statement which you can just have it as a screensaver in your mobile or wherever you feel you can see it very often. So manifesting your vision, first thing is create a vision, keep it very small and put it in a place where you will often see, and please keep on repeating it. Repetitive affirmations would help manifesting, and universe would know that you want it, so that will definitely happen. The next most important thing is you yourself. Believing in yourself is very, very important. The magic of belief, believing in yourself, and the universe will automatically is forced to believe in you. So this was by Johnson, and this is, I feel, everything about what believe in yourself says, but we would go into details. So this is the third way of making your practice more productive in such a challenging state of affairs for our profession. So believe in yourself. Again, it is you and you only, nobody else in this picture. So program your conscious mind. How to program your mind? Just to say repetitive affirmations, what was told in the previous way, just keep repeating that. That is how you program your conscious mind to think positive, and understand what actually makes you very positive and what makes you feel negative. It can be some what to say, you keep browsing the social media, some sites would really pull you down, or some news cuts or news snippets might pull you down. Just avoid seeing them. Okay, sometimes it might be a person, the person might be making you more negative. Absolutely, it is up to you to understand which is giving you more positivity and which is giving you more negativity, and understanding that would take you really places. And then most important thing is, the more clearer you are, the better is the results. Here we are talking about more clearer you are in terms of clarity in vision, clarity in your goal. How clear is your goal? I told you to restrict your goal in just two words. Just remain fixed in that two words. That makes it more clear. You cannot keep thinking about too many things. Just fix it in one nutshell so that the universe will understand. Maybe universe likes it very small and simple. So keep it that way, so it would be more clear and you will have getting better results. And never ever have negative thoughts. Always fill your mind with positive thoughts and positive emotions. And this is one statement which I keep following it for myself. you are everything what you consume. So this, we are moving on to a slightly sensitive area, that is your health and your diet. So whatever you take, whichever kind of state you are, I mean, I'm talking about the cuisine, whichever cuisine you are, whichever country you belong to, or whichever part of sector you belong to, and you will definitely have different cuisines. Whichever cuisine you follow, please make sure that that gives your brain the best possible molecules, that feeds your brain the best part of food substances, and that gives your brain the best of chemicals and not unwanted chemicals. So you are everything what you consume. So that clearly states about your diet importance. And the next important thing is, the most important thing here is about the reality reflecting who you are internally. This is a very, very serious spiritual statement. Those of you who can understand, just ponder over it. Others, just don't bother. But believing in yourself actually has to be concised with this particular statement. So I have very clearly mentioned this. Could have avoided, but this is also an important statement. Like, you are everything what you consume. Please understand, whatever happens around you, the immediate vicinity also actually can be controlled by you, and it is vice versa. Having said that, you are an evolutionary superpower, having said that you are a part of the universe, the reality around you also has potential that you can control it from here. So again, that's a very, very serious statement, but that is possible. We are actually reeling in a very, very tough situation. So all these statements might sound positive, but will give you a lot of self doubts. Not to worry at all. Just to start simple, just eat healthy, sleep, stay hydrated, and exercise. Everything will come into your place. And the most important points in believing yourself here is change your perspective, because only you are the driver of your own success and nobody else has any role to play. Do not look upon others to judge you, or do not look upon others to give you or make you believe that you are this, you're good or you're bad. Do not allow that. It is only the perspective about yourself which matters the most. And the most important thing is, remove self doubts and anxiety. The last statement is something which is a very important statement in the right now present field, present what is it, time period. Earlier, many, especially in India, we have been a country with a lot of deep spiritual proof and gurus and so many things. Self love was not spoken much, though there is one statement which they keep on telling. It's not just that term self love. Self love is a term which has come from the Western world. Here in India, they just say that go inward. That is also self love. Okay, moment. But this word actually seems to be more appealing, and I would feel that it would more have a better reach. So the moment people find that you are in love with yourself, what would happen is they would pass on a comment that you have become more narcissistic. Narcissistic might sound as a very bigger, tough sounding word. Narcissistic is to be more selfish. What way? More about bragging about yourself, talking about who you are, and things like that. If you hear comments that you are about talking too much about yourself, just don't bother, because no one is going to do it for you. It is not that you need to do it always. It is not required, because no one needs to know. But in case if it happens to come out, you need not have to feel bad. But please understand, self love is very, very important. Only if this feeling of yourself is complete, only if you are in love with yourself, then you would be able to love others. That's more important. And here, love is just not about a single person. It is about loving your fellow beings and giving unconditional love to everyone around you. So only when you are a joyful person, only when you are a contentable person, full with joy, full with happiness, you can spread that happiness to everyone around. So where are we standing at this particular point of time? So you know that there's a second wave coming up. and there is a lot of thrust about getting the vaccine, getting the first dose, second dose, and things like that. So still I feel the empathy which we had with our patients before COVID was different, and now after COVID was different. The way we feel like going near the patients is definitely, there is a difference, and the empathy I feel has decreased because we feel that the person might be a carrier and so on. If you are so fearful, first learn to have a very disciplined lifestyle for yourself, and the moment you are responsible to give healthcare service to a patient, you will have to be full of empathy. There is no doubt that you cannot deny them at all, and the way you show your empathy, it would come back, and that can happen only with solid self love, and only when you are in fulfillment with yourself. So believe in yourself, fall in love with yourself, and that's more important statement. Only then you can be a very good healthcare provider, a very good dentist, because you are in a service providing field and you are dealing with fellow human beings. Leave alone all other close relationships. You are here as a professional providing service to your fellow human being. And the fourth way to make your practice more productive is to identify your superpower. So, again, repeating that beautiful statement, you are an evolutionary masterpiece. So, when you are an evolutionary masterpiece, you should obviously know that you are a superpower. But most of us do not recognize it, or most of us do not understand it. If all of us would have understood that we are superpowers by ourselves, the world would have been a better place. So, first thing is to identify your talent, your passion, and your actions. Don't you think all of us have all three? Only thing is, it might be in a different form. So, identifying the superpower is very, very important. So, first thing is, please understand, being an evolutionary superpower, there is some reason that why you have been specifically given the role of coming inside this earth as a human being. Okay, that's a very important statement. The nature has sent you, given you that beautiful body and put you inside the earth. And when that you know, you should be, please understand that the superpower is there inside, and you have a specific role to play. And here you are as dentist, there are very, very important role play to be done by you, and what you should do better than anyone else. You would have identified during your student days itself in which aspect of your profession are you better than your fellow being. How good are you? It might be as simple as giving a very perfect occlusal carving in a restoration. As simple as that, as you will be more skilled in just placing a small interdental wedge during a class 2 restoration. It might be so simple. You would be very good in providing isolation, or you would be very good in making the patient feel better, or you would have been extraordinarily good in handling a pedo patient. It might be anything, or even you would have been so good in noting down the patient data, having a detailed data. It can be in any form, any way. Everything can happen only with you, and that makes your unique selling point, and that is your USP, and that is your natural born talent. So, and once you know that, and another important thing is, once you identify that, identifying the superpower, you should also feel whether it is making you so excited, and whether it is making you feel so passionate about. Is that all what you love doing? If you can identify these points, and then that is your superpower, keep grooming it, keep adding on to it, keep strengthening it. You will definitely be a successful dentist, and that is what the world wants from you. As long as you are a energy ball who can spread and vibrant energy all around you, you would be loved, you will be cherished by your fellow beings. And we come to the fifth most important point of today's webinar on 5 ways to make your dental practice more productive. This is one which I feel all of us are destined to do as a professional, whichever professional we are. And now that we are in dental profession, deliver more than what is expected. And this was said by nobody else than your Google mastermind, the Larry Page, and he has every right to say this beautiful statement: always deliver more than expected. We keep on referring Google as Google God, and in Tamil we say Google Andavar, because that Google Andavar keeps giving us solutions for everything. All you need to do is just open that beautiful thing, type, and you get everything on earth. And that man says always deliver more than expected. Don't you think that his service is providing us more than what we expected? And that is what you are supposed to do as a service provider. So this is very important. And it is just not Larry Page. We have another motivational speaker, Napoleon Hill, who says, the man who does more than what he is paid for will soon be paid for more than what he is doing. Okay, so that is really interesting. And it means that you would bring in more patients, you would make more money once you do that small things which would actually add more value. Adding value doesn't mean that you need to spend extra time. The moment you see this particular fifth way, I can definitely see that there will be more number of negative statements in your mind. No, how do I do that? Do I spend more time? Do I spend more money? No. Without spending money, without spending time, you can still deliver more than what is expected. For a very simple solution, the moment the patient walks inside your dental office, comes and gets seated on your table, just give a wide smile, make them feel at ease, and just ask how they are doing. Okay, just speaking something and make them feel at ease. And if you feel you can't speak that little words, if you feel that there's a big crowd waiting out there in the waiting area, still that beautiful smile is enough. If you feel your mask is hiding that, pull down your mask, give that happy smile, and then pull it back. There are so many things which actually can be done without spending money and without spending time. Very simple. Your waiting area can have very simple things which can make the patient feel pampered. For example, during the COVID times, we used to give them small decoctions of like turmeric, ginger, and lemon infusions that hardly took me few pennies, and I would keep that in my waiting area, and every patient really liked it. That is to say that we do care for you. That feeling has to come out so spontaneously that the patient believes. And that small thing can be conveyed with very little money or no money, or that little time which you can actually spend. So nobody asked me to give any juice. The patient did not pay for it, but just that small effort makes a lot of difference. And small things like that, so you can make a very big difference. Just sharing your child's toys, the old ones, wash it and then put it in your waiting area, something like that. Your old magazines, or some which you can actually share. Video, you can play it in your display board and the waiting area, something like that. More than what is expected, and the patient should feel that he or she is wanted to be there, and they should feel respected. So that is what this delivering more than expected can give to the patient. It can be very creative. It's all up to you. And the more, when people get more than what is expected, they definitely appreciate you more, and they definitely trust you more. So the trust factor increases, appreciation increases. And please do not think anything negative at this point. We know that human brain, whatever we do, definitely there will be one patient who says, so what? Don't bother about that patient. There will be at least 5 of them who would appreciate this, and it is for them that you need to do. And even the person who has a negative comment would come back to you looking for it, whether it is there continuously done. So don't bother about naysayers, whether it's your patient or your close relations, whoever it is. Always think positive, and the clan will follow your positivity. And just don't do the things for the sake of doing, and never do it on an average basis. Just do it more than what is expected. Go above and beyond, because that is what is your capacity. When you use your 16.3 billion nerves, automatically you are going above and beyond what you are destined for and what you are blessed with. And the once you do that, you will be respected and loved more for that, and your patients would start adoring you. And the statement which I would like to end here is, be excited and stay excited. Let that energy catch on your people who is surrounding you, and you should be an energy ball. To summarize there as a visual summary, to take home for today's webinar on 5 ways to make your dental practice more productive by unleashing your superpower. The first one was to master your mind. When you master your mind, please have a growth mindset. And the second point is to have a vision, project a very beautiful vision of yourself. You need not have to share it with anyone. Keep remembering that vision always. And then you please have to believe in yourself only to rescue yourself and only to safeguard yourself and make the best of yourself. Identify your superpower and always deliver more than what is expected. These 5, you might think, is these only the 5 which are required to make my practice productive? It's not like that. We can keep on talking a big list, an endless list of such growth related points for practice. There are endless sources which in internet, but being in 20 years in practice, in clinical practice, my practice experiences in 20 years now. So I have a practice which is running for 20 years with all that experience in mind. So these are the 5 points which I feel would be very, very apt. And these are the ones which I feel is the most important. You might deny, but please do remember that these will help. And getting into small things, making it into a nutshell, and repeating such small things would actually make your mind more clear than getting in too many information. So that is why we are here at Triumph Academy, to give you the best possible in dentistry, to keep you motivated in dentistry, and to cherish what dentistry can make you and give you. Please understand, as I started earlier, this is such a beautiful profession, which is a conglomerate of having an engineering side, having a healthcare side, and in addition, it also has an artistic side, which all that together, this is such a beautiful profession where you can keep on innovating daily, day in and day out. So you can make the best use of it and be a very successful dental practitioner. Thank you so much for listening. And we invite you to be a part of this elite forum of dentists. We have a Facebook page for Triumph Dental, VIP page. You can log in and be a member, and we would be updating you on daily dental updates. So please subscribe our Facebook page for Triumph Center, and we would send you regular updates in dentistry. So signing off for now, we will be coming up with many other brand building exercises. We would tell you experts, we would show you experts speaking about how to improve your practice in the coming webinar series, in addition to our regular lineups. So please do make the best use of experts who are going to talk on this particular area, and keep rethinking of what you learned today. Have a great day and have a beautiful evening. Signing off from Triumph Academy. Thank you.